some minutes. Okay, guys, we are on live. Hello, good evening for all. So I will split you in some minutes in small groups. Just a minute. Okay. Create. Okay. So 5 minutes before the end, I will call you back to the main room, okay? Okay, see you guys. Please accept the invitation. Okay. So I'd like to know you. Marcos, could you introduce yourself for us? Please.
Opa, just a moment. My mic is closed. All right, my name is Marcos Henrique. I am 25 years old. I'm from São Paulo. I am a civil engineer, but in the moment I am transitioning my career to become a data scientist. So I am studying a lot of programming, statistics, machine learning, and things like that. And I decided to join here to practice a little bit the conversation. Conversation skills.
Welcome. Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome to Caleb. Is your first time here? Okay. I think that you have a image of a camera in your screen, and you can click on it. So
hello, can you hear me?
Hello, yes.
Okay, this is my first time here.
Yes.
I can't share my cam.
Okay, no problem.
I will try here, no?
Are you using a smartphone or the desktop?
My computer, my laptop.
Computer.
Yeah.
I believe if you look in the bottom part of the screen, there is an icon of a camera.
Yes.
It's right beside the microphone.
Okay. There are images here. Start video. I think there's another thing here. Share screen. I don't know. Okay, I will try here. No problem. Go ahead. First of all, can I introduce myself here?
Yes,
oh, please.
Of course.
Okay, this is my first time here. Of course, my goal here is like everyone to practice my English, and I've been learning English by myself, just at home, through internet, you know, and gonna be a pleasure to share some knowledge here. And I am 34 years old. I'm married. I have 2 kids, and I love English. And English is one of the best things that I've been done in my life lately. No, I've been studying for about 4 years, and that's it. I am land surveyor. It's like topographer, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Max is civil engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
maybe you know what I'm gonna talk about. You know, land surveyor. What's topography? I don't know exactly, because people from England call topographer, and people from United States land surveyor, land terra surveyor pesquisador, something like that. In Portuguese, it's like topógrafo. But that's it. My name is Caleb Claydomar, and that's it. I'm here for share with you. No, I am not English teacher like you. I'm just a student. I make a lot of mistakes all the time, but I will try to share my can here, because After I will watch myself on YouTube.
Yes.
Welcome, man.
Welcome, Caleb.
Okay,
It's a
let's
pleasure
try here.
to be
Okay.
here. And you, Wesley, could you present yourself?
As I can. Hi, folks. What's up? I'm Wes. I'm living Tocantins. I'm an engineer, but not a civil engineer. I'm an electrical engineer. I work with projecting solar power. Then I'm really today I'm unloaded. You know, I need a crash. Actually, I have to go to bed, but actually I wanna unleash what I wanna. And it's create a breakthrough and become better in English. And it is, I think the best time to practice for me is when I'm really tired, because, you know, if I need a question, I push myself, you know, to follow through in this way. I think I can jump to another level, you know, create a breakthrough. That's it. Then let's go. Let's talk.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's do it.
It's really a real situation of us, this strong life that we have, fast way, we do all activities in the same time, so it's so hard, maybe. So guys, the questions today, it's about books and movies. So I will start with the number 2. For you, Caleb, how many books have you read this year?
Okay, this is a good question, because reading, it's the great thing that every student that have, you know, because input is most important. You know? Reading and listen is the most important thing, because for acquire language. You know, actually, I don't read as I could. No, I'd like to read more, but I don't know exactly how many books that I read in my life in English, but I read some books. In the beginner, when I was a beginner in English 4 years ago, I started to reading the short books, you know, books for child, books for kids, simple books, because of course, when you are a beginner, you have to touch the vocabulary, simple vocabulary, for you gain the language. After I will read another books, and I believe that audio books is a good thing, because you can reading and you can listen at the same time. And but by the way, I remember the first book that I read, the book was about language, you know, the polyglot called Steve Kaufman from Canada, you know. I forget exactly the name of the book, but the linguist, something of that. That was a great book in English. And a month ago, I bought 2 books in English, you know. How to Win Friends and Influence People, by Daily Carnage. I don't know I pronounced the name correct, but Daily Carnage. But how to win friends and influence people, you know. I like to business books, like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's awesome. I really like this book. By the way, I reread this book again. I recommend everyone read this book. Poor Dad, Rich Dad. It's awesome. And another book that I remember that I read was The Power of Habits. This is an amazing book, you know. I don't like so much romance, no. I like the business. I really like this, how many money, something like that. I really like this stuff, you know. Disagree.
Yes, good. Good. And you, Wesley, how many books have you read this year? Do you know? I think your microphone is mute. I don't know. Can you hear me, Wesley? I don't know if Wesley is hearing
Wesley's
us.
down.
Yes. And you, Marcos, go ahead. So you,
All right.
how are you?
Well, I believe I have read it about 15 books this year. Not many as I wanted,
15.
but
15.
15 books.
Ah, it's a
Less than I wanted, but
don't know.
I have some good reads this year,
Mhm.
and I think that's it. 15.
Mhm. Okay. I read a few books in this year because I changed my work, and it was new challenges and new things that I needed understand and study, and it was a time that demanded a lot of time from my side. But I like, as Caleb said, business books or
Okay.
even audio books. I think that they really help us with the conversation, with the listening.
Of course.
So
Absolutely.
yes, it's so good to us. So Wesley, can you hear me? Could you respond the question number 2 or not? I don't know if Wesley is here. So we
But
can,
awesome. Reading is the power for acquiring vocabulary. Reading is amazing thing.
yes. So Caleb,
Yes.
how many movies have you watched this year?
This year in English.
Or not, or in Portuguese?
Okay. Actually, I don't like so much to watch movies, to be honest. Of course, in my life, I've been watching. I watched this classic, that everyone that watching, like everyone knows the classic, like Titanic, Humble, something like that. But I don't like so much to watch movies. I prefer to watch in documentary, in English, Portuguese. Actually, I watch movies, but I don't like so much. But in this year, maybe I don't know exactly how many movies that I watch. Maybe 8 or 9, something like that. But of course, as I said before, when you watch a movie, you're practicing listening, of course. And this is a great way to acquire language, but this is a great way to acquire new vocabulary. And I recommend everyone to watch a lot of movies. I spent a lot of my time I spent on YouTube, watch videos on YouTube. I really like watching videos on YouTube. The most part of my contents comes from YouTube. I watch every day several things, many things on YouTube in English. Things that I like, like interview about engineering, about things that I like. But even in Portuguese, I don't like so much to watch movies.
Okay, good. I like a lot to watch movies. I lost the time that I watch movie in this year.
Right now I remember
But,
this movie. Excuse me, the movie that I watched this year, but I forget the name. No, it's the man from Africa that moved to France. He's a doctor. I try to remember this name. I will share it here. This is amazing. I like drama. Drama. It's that I like so much. I don't like so much, but I like. Like you love it.
Yes, I like a lot.
my wife loves movies. But I like, but don't love.
Yes. And you, Marcos, how many movies have you watched this
Oh
year?
my God, I completely lost the count. I really enjoy watching movies and series. However, I am not much into series because they're too long, and I don't know keep engaged in I don't know 5 6 seasons of something. I
Mhm.
like something more short, more to the point. But
Mhm.
I basically watched 3 or 4 movies per month this year, so I have no idea how many I have watched.
Mhm.
You you like a lot. And
You mentioned Max series. I don't like so much series as well, but there are one series that I watched and I never forget. It's Breaking Bad. That's
Oh,
awesome
Breaking Bad is
series.
pretty
No
good.
man, this is amazing.
Breaking Bad
I don't like so much series. This is the single series that I watched at the beginning and the end. The
yeah.
final. It's
So
very
good.
very good. So
Yeah.
good. Mr. Right, it's amazing. The JC Pickman. That's a
Yeah,
great character. So that's good.
yeah. Breaking
Awesome.
Bad is a very good series.
Uh,
And have you watched the Better Call Saul, the
Better
spin-off
Call
with
Saul.
Saul
It's
Goodman?
Better Call Saul. It's about
Saul
the
Goodman,
yeah. So good, man. So, but
the lawyer.
some just few episodes. Few episodes that I watch.
Oh, it's
It's
pretty good. I
uh
recommend it.
okay,
I
okay,
will.
very good. I watched the movie about El Camino.
Oh yeah,
About the yeah.
I haven't watched this one, but
Yeah.
because
Maybe
I don't have
maybe
Netflix.
maybe I changed my mind. I like movies, so sorry. Actually, El Camino, it's amazing. Maybe I don't have passions. If I sit down for watch a movie, the movie it's gonna be awesome to me. I don't like to watch the simple movie. But El Camino, maybe because that I watched before Breaking Bad, it's what's good. I spent a lot good time to watch this movie.
Oh yeah,
Yes. It's very good when a movie you have to pay attention in the details to find
Yes.
to understand the end of his
Yeah.
story, and it's very good. I
Yeah.
like this kind of movies.
I think so hard to understand, because people, of course, it's depend about the type of movie that you watch,
Yes.
But if you watch, for example, the people use slang, their specific vocabulary. Sometimes it's hard to understand. It's
Yeah.
like, for example, it's like foreign people or someone from the United States, for example, that learn Portuguese and watch the Cidade de Deus, for example.
Mhm.
It's maybe he wants to understand
Yes.
because it's a lot of slang about our regional vocabulary.
Mhm.
It's hard sometimes. It's depend of about the movie. If you're watching the classical movie, maybe it's easier to understand. But if you're
Yeah.
watching movie from about the New York gangs,
Mhm.
it's maybe gonna be a little bit hard. What do you think about watch movies about subtitles? Even if you are maybe advanced or intermediate level, I think they're a good idea because subtitles can help us. Even if you are advanced, I have no
Mhm.
problem with that. I
Yes,
remember
I agree.
once great polyglot called Luca Lampariero. He speaks English, of course,
Mhm.
like a native speaker. I remember once he said, I watch movies with subtitles, American movies with
Mhm.
subtitles.
Mhm.
I wondering myself, I think myself, wow, this man speak English very well.
Mhm.
He watch movies with subtitles, but after he said that it's because their slang about their people
Mhm.
something very fast. Because when you watch a movie with subtitles, even in English, you can enjoy it better.
Mhm.
I think it's a good idea. Even in Portuguese, sometimes I I watch movies with subtitles, even in Portuguese. I don't know why.
Because
what it's
maybe we
happened
need
to
to
me.
understand the context. Yes.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I have no problem with that. It's a good thing because we can reading and we can listen at the same time. This is a
Yes.
great exercise. I have no problem about that.
Yes, I agree with you. Wesley, can you hear? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Now I can. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, of course. So Wesley, tell us, how many movies have you watched this year? Do you know?
Actually, I don't know. Even I don't watch a lot of movie, which is just once a while. I binge watch series, TV shows, but not movies. You know, if it can count, I cannot say how many because it is a lot of hours and hours watching. Yeah, that's it. Thanks.
Okay. And I will continue with you. What kind of genres of books and movies do you like? Do you like comedy, horror, sci-fi, action, romance?
Yeah, great. Is it the third, fourth question? What's the
Four.
fourth?
Question
Okay.
number 4.
Okay, thanks a lot. Yeah, I read every kind of books, but actually I prefer. I hate horror movies, you know, because I have a problem to forget the stuff, and after I see or listen to or what I spend 1,000 hours to forget, you know, everything we meet. Then I'm a kind of chick, and then I prefer I prefer avoid it, you know, because of my background. Anyways, but the rest I like every one of them. And in English, I have read many kind of. I got a problems with books from UK, but at all, I think I prefer sci-fi and action, romance. And I'm reading a book called now it is a academic book. I think it's academic. It is Economic Analysis of Law by Richard Posner. It is a good book, really deep, you know. It's not like that academic. I read a lot in the field of engineering. It is really easy because it is more equation and some, you know, stuff. But actually, this especially is really deep and hard to understand, and it's great for me to understand about the vocabs, the law vocabs, you know, that it is complicated as a non-native speaker to understand. That's it. Thanks a lot.
Yes. Okay. And you, Marcus, what kind of genres of books and movies do you like?
Me, well, I am a very eclectic person. I like to watch and read different things, but books, it's kind of hard because books demand more time and investment from you. So it's not easy to just go reading everything because there's not enough time. But I believe my favorite genres are horror. I really enjoy horror movies, horror books. Like this year, one of the best movies I've watched this year was A Quiet Place 2. I went to the movie theater to watch it, and man, such a great movie. And watching it in the movie theater was something else because of the sound design. I don't know if you guys know this movie, A Quiet Place, this franchise. If you guys have watched it,
I don't know.
Don't.
If you want, you can put the name on the chat after.
Oh yeah. I put it later.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give you any major spoiler.
Yeah, no problem for me.
No, it's because it's a movie about creatures, monsters that are deaf. Oh, sorry, they're blind, and they only use the sound to navigate. So they have a really good ear, and they can listen to everything. And when they come to Earth, there's apocalypse because they're kind of invincible, and people couldn't kill them. So people need to live quiet now. You can
Ah,
speak.
I know this movie. I know, but I don't
Now,
remember about the name. But I
yeah,
think that I watched this movie.
it's a quiet place. In Portuguese, é lugar silencioso.
Yes, I watched it. Yes.
You watch it.
Yes.
And I love what they did with the sound design of the movie to pass
It's
this
very
idea of you can't speak, so everything is really quiet. And watching it cinema with the sound effects, man, it was
Yes.
a really great.
The baby that is kept in a box because he don't he cannot do any noise.
Yeah,
I
he
think
can
that
try. It's like,
yes.
like, man, why did you have a baby in this world?
Yes.
What's wrong with you people?
Yes, sure.
But it was a great movie. But I believe my favorite genre is sci-fi, especially cyberpunk. I love cyberpunk. I really love fiction, science fiction in general. I believe a good fiction is about it's about us, how they translate the social dynamics into a fictional world with fictional character. But a good story is a good story. It doesn't matter what the scenario is. But
Yeah.
I really like cyberpunk. There's dozens of books that I've read about it, like Neuromancer from David Gibson. There is the Blade Runner from oh man, I forgot the name of the writer, but it's really my favorite genre. And for this year, I believe one of the things I am most anticipated, I am most excited for is the Matrix 4 that's gonna launch
Yes.
end of the year.
Me too.
And it is a cyberpunk movie, so
Yes.
I am just, oh my god, I really want to watch it.
Yeah, me too. Cool. Very good. And you, Caleb, I think that you didn't.
I'm here.
Oh, yes.
I try to share my cam, but I can't. I don't know what's happening. Maybe my computer, something,
No
but no
problem.
problem. Go ahead, please.
What kind of genres of books and
Okay.
movies do you like?
I like drama, you know. I like people's history of people, you know. I really like about that. And in the books, I forget how can I say autoajuda in English.
Self-helping.
Something like that. I really like this a lot of book. You know? Like How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's an amazing book that I read, you know. The Power of Habits. Psychology books about behavior. I really like this topic, you know, about the minds of a human beings, you know, about the behavior, about the minds. I really like this topic, you know. This is an amazing way because our brain, our mind, it's really vast, you know, it's infinite, you know. We can doing a lot of things that I don't know, we don't know, you know. There's we have the power, you know. We have to explore that. We have to explore it, you know. Of course, that's amazing topic.
Yes. To be honest, I like comedy movies, but nowadays we don't find good movies of comedy. It's very difficult to find, but I like action movies as well a lot.
Do you like action movies?
Yes, action movies.
Very good.
And about
I prefer drama, but
yes,
because it's
maybe I feel anxious in drama movies, but I like it as well.
Okay.
So Caleb, when a story has a book version and a movie version, do you prefer to read the book or to watch the movie? For example, Harry Potter or any else.
Yes, I prefer read, you know, read before. because when you're reading, it's of course when you watch it, you can see another perspective,
Yes.
But if you can't, I prefer to read before. But sometimes I watch before. Actually, I don't remember the last movie that I watched. It's that was book and the movie. I remember the Conde de Monte Cristo. I don't know how can I say that in English. That's that they are the book and they are the movie. This is amazing. The book is amazing. The book and the movie. It's great to enjoy. But that's it.
Okay, and you, Wesley? Do you prefer read the book or watch the movie? What do you prefer?
Yeah, there is no first option for me. What I can add value, it is all about when I read a book and when I watch, I try to find stuff different, that doesn't add up. I saw sometimes it happen, not in the account of Monte Cristo, but in Da Vinci Code was the way people died was a bit different once a while. Then it is interesting, all right? Actually, I got a problem when I read the book of Harry Potter. Then, yeah, when I read, then I watched the part of the movie, but like that Harry Potter, it's something really strange for me. And actually, I got a really trouble when I was struggling to understand the way they things and stuff is totally different. Elevator is a lift. I got a problem. Actually, I think I hate both in terms of Harry Potter. But actually, there is no to answer your question objectively. There is no first read or what. I think what is effortless than read a book. But actually, I think in terms of to understand and imagine and make your mind travel, trip out sometime, viajar na maionese, trip out. I think it's better we read, I in terms of learning English, it is better we read than we watch first, I think it's my humble opinion. Anyways, go ahead. Thanks.
Yes, maybe we needed to read it twice to understand the same context or the same story. So I think that it's easier to watch the movie than to read the book. But maybe the book has a creative way to explain the story, and the details are more good to feel yes.
Okay.
You understand.
About the movies production, do you think the American is the best about the movies?
Maybe.
American.
Maybe.
Have you watched their Indian movies like Bollywood, something like that, from India?
Sometimes I watch China movies.
China movies.
Yes, okay. They are so good, very good.
But we have to know that we have to say the American it's the best when it comes to movies. It's like in Brazil about novelas. I don't like novelas, but we have to say that American people it's the best when it comes to movies, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe there are some movies from England, from France, that was awesome as well. American people, it's different,
Yeah. What about you, Marcus? What do you prefer?
Well, there are different medias, and I believe you have a lot of to
Mm-hmm.
gain and to
Mm-hmm.
lose with each one. For example, in the movie, you have other aspects of the story that you couldn't have in the book, such as the expression of the actors. You have the soundtrack that can add a lot to the story.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
have all the visual aspect of it and the sound effects of it. But I believe the book always have a better story because that's the only thing a book can offer. They it's the script, it's the writing, it's there. And I remember, for example, when I read Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Have you? There is the TV, the HBO TV series Game of Thrones, and the books, the series of books, The Things of Ice and Fire. And I remember I watched the series first,
Mm-hmm.
and what really caught me was the fact that there is a character called Sansa. She
Mm.
is one of the protagonists. I don't know if you guys have watched it or read it, Game
I
of
didn't
Thrones.
watch it. I
I believe
want.
Wesley did, but I
Wesley,
remember
yes. Okay.
No,
I remember
my mom don't let me watch this kind of a movie.
I remember when I was watching Game of Thrones, and I hated Sansa because she was such a stupid character, and she made
Yeah.
so many mistakes that you couldn't understand her. I say,
Uh-huh.
how can someone be so dumb to make such things? And when I went to the book, and in the book, every chapter of it, you read, every chapter is in the point of view of a character. And
Mm-hmm.
her chapters, you not only see the world through her
Mm-hmm.
eyes, but you can
Mm-hmm.
understand how she thinks because you can read, you see what she was thinking about. And
Mm-hmm.
after that, I understand her character because she was just a kid. And she was one of those romantic Disney princess, like she
Mm-hmm.
lived in a world where everything was delivered to her. And she was a very traditional princess. Like, oh, I want to marry a prince and he needs to be handsome and we're going to live happy together. She lived in that dream world.
Mm-hmm.
And after that I understand her character. It's not because she was dumb, but it was just she was innocent. And the series couldn't pass this message to me because I don't think the actress was good, and she couldn't deliver that. And that's
Mm-hmm.
an aspect of the story that I only gain in the books. So I believe the books has this capacity to dive more deep into
Mm-hmm.
each character
Yes.
and to develop everything. But in the end, you can gain from everything. There is no best version, but
Mm-hmm.
I prefer the books. I could say that.
Oh, I agree with you. Maybe books has a deep information, or the details are more uh, good to understand the history, the
Yes,
characters.
it's best developed,
I
right?
agree with you. Yes. Um, so I will continue with you, Marcus. Did you watch a movie that's you already responded, but if you have another movie that is unlike the book story, did you did you have other examples that you already
Another
told us
another
about Game of Thrones? But do you know
another
another?
book. Let's try to remember here.
Ah,
Some book that I have a version of it, because there's a lot of books that become movies. But I don't know. There's the Lord of the Rings. There is Eat from Stephen King.
mm-hmm,
Let me see it. I think It from Stephen King,
mm-hmm.
it's a good version because the book is so crazy. Can I swear it here? Say,
No,
no, I can.
no. I sorry, I
Can
didn't
I swear
understand.
it here?
Swear.
Yeah.
What 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 is the meaning? I don't know.
Posso falar o palavrão?
Yes, but we are on live.
No, it's because of the first of expression, because the book Eat is so a duck. You know,
Okay.
it's a really crazy book,
Okay.
and they cut it everything in the movie because there are things there. I don't know if you guys have read it, Eat from Stephen King.
I don't. I don't.
There is a chapter that if you ever read the book, it's a big book. It's about, I believe, 1,000 pages. There is a chapter. If you ever read the book one day, when you get to this part, you understand. You're gonna say, "Oh, now I know what he was talking about," because this part's so wrong.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not gonna give you any spoiler. I'm just gonna say that the book is very different from the movie, and the book is very crazy. Stephen King was insane when he wrote that. He was out of his mind. Just gonna say this.
So I know a movie that is unlike the book story because I already read the story of Noah. Do you know Noah from Bible? And we have the movie Noah. that movie is so different than the Bible story, but some people explain that there are a lot of religions that explain this story, and they wanted to explain the story about Noah, a guy who built a great, I don't know the name.
Great boat.
A boat, yes. And this story familiar is similar in other religions, not only in the Bible story, but it's so different than Bible story.
By the way, the Bible is a good, amazing book to read, because there are a lot of things there. Well, history, fiction, poetry, they are all there. Actually, I recommend people reading the New Version International, something like that. New International Version, because it's easier to understand. It's amazing. I have a Bible in English. Do you have a Bible in English?
Yes, I have
a physical Bible.
Yes, I have a physical Bible in 3 languages. I love my Bible in Spanish, English, and Portuguese.
To be honest, I don't like as I could read, I don't read it as I could read, I have to read it more because the Bible, it's amazing. It's a great thing to increase the vocabulary and to learn a lot of things,
What about you, Caleb? Did you watch a movie that is unlike the book story?
For me, it's no problem, Actually, as I said before, I don't reading a book like the Conde de Monte Cristo, that I read the book and I watch the movie. I don't remember another movie and another book that I read and that I watch in the same title, But if I going to choose it, I think better to read a book before, to understand the history, because the 2 meters there are the different perspective, It's different to reading, it's different to watching, because when you reading, I think you can imagine things, you can swim in the imagination, It's different to watching, because when you're watching the image, it's done, But when you're reading, you can imagine their face of character, to way of character, something like that. Because that, I think reading it's the difference for watching. It's more deeply, When you're reading, it's more deeply, That's it.
Yes, the guys are coming to the main room again. Hello, Raniele. Hello. Hi. Adriano. Hello, guys. Charlie. Okay.
Is there time to finish this meeting?
Justin, such more minutes.
For an hour. Just 5 minutes. Okay,
Yeah,
no problem.
yes, we have 10 minutes yet.
It's
So-
silent. It's silent here because my wife and my kids. It's our church, right now.
Uh-huh.
I have a son with 1 year old, and my daughter is 7 years old. But of course, when I go to study or when I go to watch something or participate of a meeting, I will. I like to do this in my bedroom. Silence there.
Yeah. Okay, Caleb. So, as it was the first time that you are here with us, how was
Yes.
the conversation for you?
Was good. My English is a little bit rust. My speak, I really need to practice more.
Yes, you
I
are
don't
very good.
remember. I don't remember when was the last time that I practiced my English. I've been just practicing my listening.
Yes.
I really need to practice more my speaking. But I hope participate more in the next opportunity here. And I'd like to thank everyone here for share with us a little bit about this life. I will watch movies and read books and things like that, which was amazing. Thanks a lot.
Okay. And you, Haniele, how was the conversation for you in the other room?
Yes, it was great. We talked a lot about movie and books. Charles, Adriano, Eduardo. We have a great time in the other room.
Okay, good. What about you, Charles?
Like Haniel said, we had a great conversation. I think it's good to have a small room. For people, it's very good because we can talk a lot and share a lot of ideas, opinions. We have a great time together.
Okay.
What about you, Wesley? Wow, how was the conversation
That
for
was that was perfect. I learned a lot with you guys, and you pick up a perfect theme. Was a good discussion. I think you did a good job. Perfect, tremendous, like huge job. And that was perfect. And I'm seeing that you every day you are improving a lot as a host. I have followed you since the beginning, and that was amazing. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So guys, I will put on the chat our website and communication skills, so you can find our YouTube channel, our Instagram channel. You can like our video that I will put on YouTube as well. And of course, we have a lot of meetings, a lot of times to schedule a meeting, and you can feel free to schedule other time or even schedule the first Wednesday, 8 p.m. So it will be a pleasure to be here with you again. So guys, it's all for today. I would like to say thank you all and good evening.
Welcome.
Have a nice evening. And
Bye.
bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye. See you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye bye. Good
Thank
night.
you. Bye.
See you the next